It's no secret that Halloween Horror Nights has a dedicated cult following. Year after year, the event draws in crowds of devoted horror enthusiasts ready to face their fears head-on. But even the most seasoned HHN pro is likely missing something crucial. In the sea of screams and scares, there are a few things that beg the question, are we missing something here? Because nestled among the officially sanctioned houses and scares are what can only be described as deep, dark secrets and unexplained phenomena that have been swirling around HHN 2025. Things that defy explanation and add a whole new layer of terror to the event. Are you brave enough to venture beyond the confirmed and into the truly unsettling unknown? Then let's start unpacking the truth behind these eerie tales. Are you brave enough to venture beyond the confirmed and into the truly unsettling unknown? First, let's tackle those pre-vent whispers, those unsettling murmurs that began circulating as early as the beginning of 2025. For many, the rumor mill grinds out speculation and half-truths. But every so often, an early leak or shadowy tip can offer an intriguing glimpse into what's to come. What were the seeds of dread planted in the fertile ground of HHN fandom months before the gates opened for the first time? Let us look at the most persistent HHN 2025 rumors floating around since January and February 2025. How did they hold up to scrutiny, and what did they truly hint at for this year's lore? It starts with cryptic social media posts and alleged leaks from Universal. Were they simply savvy marketing moves designed to generate buzz, or veiled hints at the actual horrors awaiting us? Let's break down the messages and see if we can spot any clues. But it doesn't end there. The dots also need to be connected between past HHN events and the emerging rumors about 2025. Did certain themes reappear or receive subtle callbacks that signaled a larger narrative bubbling beneath the surface? By mining the early chatter online, we may uncover subtle threads weaving together the fabric of HHN lore. Now, let's shift our focus to the anomalies of opening night and the nights that immediately followed. Eyewitnesses recount strange occurrences that defied explanation, casting an eerie shadow over the event's initial run. What were these first-hand accounts, and what subtle inconsistencies did they reveal? Perhaps certain characters behaved erratically, deviating from their scripted routines. Or maybe some houses featured inexplicable glitches in their special effects or set design. These subtle deviations, though easily dismissed, form a haunting counterpoint to the meticulously crafted scares of HHN. Let's review reports of unexplained technical glitches or momentary power fluctuations in specific zones. Did certain areas of the park plunge into darkness or flicker ominously, suggesting something amiss behind the scenes? Eyewitnesses describe unsettling scenes that challenge the illusion of a perfectly controlled haunted house. Now, consider the legends that emerged or grew stronger after the first week of HHN 2025. What ghost stories did frequent attendees whisper around the park that hinted at a deeper, more unsettling reality? Was there a particular house rumored to be haunted, or a scare actor who seemed to appear outside their designated area? Fan theories attempt to explain these as either cleverly hidden lore or genuine anomalies. But what makes them stand out from previous years' urban myths? How do these new legends reflect the unique atmosphere of 2025? And what do they suggest about the event as a whole? It's time to dig deeper into the cryptic connections that weave together. The fabric of HHN 2025. Hidden narrative threads link different houses and scare zones in ways that are unimmediately apparent. What subtle clues point to a larger, darker story lurking beneath the surface, lurking below the iconic facades of Hollywood and New York? A hidden narrative begins to take shape. Let us dissect the event. Promotional materials and environmental storytelling to uncover obscure references that hint at a deeper lore. Consider the official artwork, trailers, and other promotional pieces. Do they depict scenes or symbols that seem out of place or carry secret meanings? Environmental storytelling can also offer clues. What details in the scare zones or houses themselves point to a larger, more sinister narrative? By analyzing the clues sprinkled throughout the event, we can begin to piece together a cryptic HHN canon. But remember, it's all speculation at this point. Our goal is to explore theories, however outlandish, that could shed light on these enigmatic connections. Could the seemingly disconnected houses and characters actually be part of a grander, darker HHN universe? Now, let's turn our attention to the unanswered questions that continue to plague HHN 2025. What are the most baffling mysteries that continue to puzzle fans even now? Certain elements of the event seem deliberately ambiguous, leaving us grasping for answers long after the scare has subsided. Let us discuss the most enduring puzzles surrounding HHN 2025 and why they keep us coming back for more. Is it possible that Universal intentionally leaves some mysteries unsolved to fuel the lore and keep fans engaged year-round? Or are we chasing shadows where there are none? Remember, the spirit of HHN thrives on ambiguity and shared experience. It's part of what makes the event so enduring. The most terrifying mysteries of HHN 2025 remain shrouded in uncertainty. But it's in this darkness that the event's devoted following finds its greatest strength. Let's start with one of the biggest ongoing debates. You've experienced it for yourself. You know what I'm talking about. The fog. Is this annual tradition of fixed stage smoke finally getting a bit too intense, impacting visibility and overall enjoyment? Some avid fans claim it's gotten progressively worse, making navigating the parks a literal fog bank. Crawl versus a thrilling journey through darkened streets. Is this excessive haze obscuring more than just our view? Now, let us examine the pacing and layout of HHN 2025. Have they crammed too much into too little space? With a record 11 houses and multiple scare zones, is the event spreading itself too thin? Houses like the Thing seem shoehorned into tight spaces, sacrificing atmosphere for efficiency. Fans debate whether this level of density disrupts the intended scares and flow of the event. Is HHN sacrificing its carefully crafted scares for quantity over quality? Or is the expanded footprint part of a master plan we're missing? Another pressing question. Where are the Easter eggs? HHN has become famous for hiding subtle nods to other Universal properties and horror icons. But some eagle-eyed fans feel like these links to wider horror canon are missing from 2025, with no overt connections to past events or pop culture touchstones. Is this deliberate or a simple oversight? Are we missing something in the maze of mirrors and facades? Next up, let's discuss the elephant in the room, the infamous ticket prices. Is the rising cost of admission impacting the overall value and experience of HHN? Many lament that extra charges for add-ons like early entry and express make the event feel more like a money grab than a labor of love. Is there a tipping point where price impacts the quality of scares and immersion? Next, let's talk scares. Are they working? Some attendees claim that jump scares dominate, lessening the overall dread and suspense. Compare this year's offerings to past events. Has the formula changed? Are the once innovative scares feeling repetitive and predictable? And finally, let's tackle the age-old question, which house is best? This year's lineup includes highly anticipated installments based on The Exorcist and Chucky. But how do they compare to returning favorites like The Haunting of Hill House? Fans fiercely defend their top picks while denouncing the more lackluster offerings. Which house reigns supreme in 2025 and why? While Universal may never explicitly connect these dots for us, the thrill lies in the discovery. As fans, we can relish in the ambiguity, crafting our own narratives from the fragmented lore scattered throughout the event. After all, it's our interpretations and shared experiences that breathe life into the HHN canon. So don't settle for the obvious scares. Dig deeper, question everything, and unearth the hidden truths lurking beneath the surface. You may just find that the real horrors of HHN lie not in what we see, but in what we choose to believe. But now, it's your turn to speak up. What puzzling observations have you made during HHN 2025? Have you noticed anything amiss or unexplained that defies easy explanation? Share your thoughts in the comments. Together, we can uncover the cryptic connections weaving together the fabric of HHN lore. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for more spine-tingling content. Happy, haunting, and beware of the shadows.